Hi, today let's do another lesson on tenses. Hello, today let's do another lesson on tenses. This time we'll do the present continuous tense. Are you ready? What is the present continuous tense? It is an action happening right now. For example, you can say, I am dancing. They are walking. He is sleeping. Notice the structure of these sentences, okay? As I go through the rest of the lesson, you will begin to understand this a little better. So it is something that is happening right now. The action has not ended, okay? It is going on. Remember that. The structure of this tense is like this. S plus am, is, or are plus V plus O. This is the basic structure of the sentence when you are using the present continuous tense. Now, why am I doing the structure? It is because you need to know this by heart if you don't come from an English speaking background. If English is your mother tongue, you will have no problem with the structures. It will just come naturally. But if English is not your mother tongue, you will need to learn these structures by heart. So S stands for subject, and then you need to use a helping verb. Okay, a helping verb meaning am or is or are has to be part of the structure in this case for the present continuous tense. Now, when do you use am, when do you use is, and when do you use are? I will come to that soon. Just remember the structure for now. The subject, which is S, plus the helping verb, which is am, is, or are, plus the verb, the main verb, the action word, plus O, which is the object. So every sentence has to have this basic structure. Apart from this, you can have a complex sentence with adjectives and adverbs and prepositions and so many other things, but this is the basic structure. Okay? This is an example for you. I am reading. I told you a little bit earlier that I will explain to you when to use am, is, or are. So when you see the subject is I, you have to use am as the helping verb. Okay? It cannot be anything else. You cannot say is or are. She is writing. So for any singular subject like she, he, it, maybe the name of a person or a title like the principal, if you're talking about one person, then you have to use is as the helping verb. And if you are talking about a plural subject like they, we, the boys, the girls, the children, like that, then you have to use the helping verb are. So am has to be there, is has to be there, or are has to be there. That's one thing. So you have the subject there. It could be I, she, they, any singular or plural subject. Am for I, is for any singular subject, and are for any plural subject. Apart from that, you put the verb there. But don't forget that in this case, ing has to be added to the verb. ing, ing, ing. Because it is the present continuous tense, ing has to be added to the main verb to show that it is an action that has not stopped. It is still going on. And then after that, you add the object if there is an object or anything else in the sentence. Okay, so I am reading means I am reading right now. I have not stopped reading. She is writing. She has not stopped writing. They are playing. They have not stopped playing. Get what I mean? I am. He, she, it is. You, we, they are. I think you need to learn this by heart. I always has am next to it. He, she, it, or any singular subject will have is with it. And you, we, they, or any plural subject will have are with it. When do we use it? For actions happening now. She is talking, for example. Actions happening around this time. Can also use the simple continuous, present continuous tense. Like I am studying for my exams this week. So the person is studying every day, not stopping. That's why. Temporary actions, meaning something happening temporarily, like he is staying with his aunt. Right now, he's still staying with his aunt, but he may not stay with his aunt forever. That is why it's temporary. But he is there right now and he has not stopped staying with his aunt. That's why. So let's revise. When do you use the present continuous tense? You use it with actions happening now, which have not ended. You use it with actions happening around this time, like for a long period of time but have not ended. For temporary actions, something that you are doing right now has not ended, but you will not be doing in the future. Final tip, don't forget to add ing. Continuous, whenever you hear the word continuous, you have to add ing to the main verb. Okay, and don't forget to use the helping verb, either am or is or are, as the case might be. Here's a test for you. If you have understood my lesson, you will get all these correct. Are you ready? There are just 5 sentences, 5 marks. Give yourselves marks and don't cheat yourself, because if you don't get good marks, then you know that you have not understood the lesson. Like I said in my earlier video, also, when I did the simple present tense, you need to sometimes go through a video more than once. Some students may get the concept immediately, and some students may take a little time to understand. It's perfectly okay. If you need to go through it again and again, please do that. Okay? If you have not understood anything in the video, please go through the video again. And if you have any questions about anything, please do write it in the comments and I will answer your questions. So let's go through this test and see if you can get everything right. Before I start, let's do a quick revision. What will you do? Look at the subject carefully. See if I is written there, or if it's a singular subject, or if it is a plural subject. Then look and see what word is in brackets, because that is the verb. That is what you are going to convert. Then what do? You use the correct helping verb. Either am, if it is I as the subject. If it is a singular subject, use is. And if it is a plural subject, use are. After that, you put the verb which is in the brackets as it is over there in the blank, and you add ing. Of course, again, if the word ends with E, okay, then you don't use E. You remove the E and then you add ing in most cases. Let's go through this. I dash to music right now. The word is listen. She, her homework at the moment. He, a letter to his friend. The children, loudly in the corridor. We, for the train. Now look, remember everything I told you. Look at the subject first. First, you look at the subject and decide if it is singular or plural. And also see if I is anywhere. Then fill in the blank with the helping verb first. Do that. Okay? Then write the word which is in brackets next to that helping verb. Then add ing to the verb. But if it ends with E, remove the E first. And sometimes you might need to double the last letter. Now, all this will come with your spelling rules. If you have learned your spelling properly, if you know the spelling rules, you will get the spelling right. You will know when to double the last letter and what is the correct spelling of the verb. Okay? These are just the basic rules of the structure of the present continuous tense that I'm sharing with you. Spelling rules come separately. So your first answer should be am listening. Why? Am is the helping verb, and then you write listen and add ing to it. She, you have to write is, write finish and ing. He is, and then write ing. And see, like I told you the rule, remove the E first and then write ing. The children are shouting. We are waiting. Did you get all right? Well, I certainly hope so. If not, like I said, no problem at all. Go through the video one more time. Okay. I personally feel that all other tenses are much easier than the simple present tense. The simple present tense has a little more things that you have to remember. Okay. In the comments, write what you are doing right now and use the correct tense. I want you to use the present continuous tense to tell me what you are doing right now. What am I doing? I am recording this video. What are you doing? All right. Write that. And any questions that you have about this lesson, please feel free to write it in the comments and I will answer your questions. Bye for now.